He loves the Wiggles. I have a song with the Wiggles.
You got Wiggles on vinyl?
Not on vinyl, but we play the Wiggles. So he loves the Wiggles. That's like, he has this little bum dance that he does. It's so funny.
Hey guys, you're watching Chatter Hoochee, and this is our brand new series, Chatter Hoochee Out and About.
This is Chatter Hoochee. We are live in Berlin.
And this is Brunch with Kaylee Bell. Welcome, good to see you again.
Lovely to see you again.
It's been, we last saw you Touch Calling in August.
Yeah, it was, okay, that trip we literally flew to London for the weekend from New Zealand.
Really?
It's something that I'm like, I don't think I'll ever do that again. It was amazing, the show was amazing, but I've never known jet lag that bad. And yeah, it was one of those moments where I was like, we'll just never do that again. Every time we come over the side of the world, we'll make sure we extend that into like some kind of like holiday or trip, because it was a lot, but it was an amazing time and we loved playing that show.
That is a long trip for just, I mean, it was a great headline show, obviously.
Thank you, it was so cool to finally get to bring the band and do it properly. It was cool.
Did you love it when you were over in the UK last?
I love the UK, and I think there's a lot of similarities between New Zealand and the UK, and it's definitely somewhere that I want to spend a lot of time.
What do you think of the food out in the UK? I'm always so intrigued to know, like, beans for breakfast. Do you guys do that?
We
Like,
make beans.
yeah, okay.
There's actually a few similarities I've noticed. Definitely the baked beans, and they're obviously just like we do a really good brunch in New Zealand. Like, we pride ourselves on brunch and coffee. Exhibit A. This looks like a really good brunch, by the way.
What do we call it? Posh porridge.
Yeah, this is what we call posh porridge back home, and it's like got all the berries and the nuts.
Yeah.
And like it looks posh.
It is pretty posh.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
It is posh.
Yeah, but coffee is something that I don't know if many people know this, but we really pride ourselves on our coffee.
Really?
And we're really good at it. And so I struggle anywhere in the world I go actually with coffee, because I feel like you just naturally become a bit of a snob.
See, I have the opposite problem. I get an oat milk vanilla latte. It's essentially a
Everywhere.
It's a milkshake for grown-ups. So I'm like, Dad, my boyfriend's always like, "Oh, this is very good coffee," and I'm like, "Mine is a milkshake." So I can't.
So I've got no
I can't
Need the flavour, that's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the problem is I don't actually like coffee.
No, do you know what it is? It's the smell of coffee for me. It's like, I love the smell of it probably more than the taste. And I have a little 1-year-old, and so we have this routine now in the morning where he wakes up, early, and I go get him, and he has his bottle, and I have a coffee, we put a vinyl on, and it's become like a little morning ritual.
Oh, I love
And so
that.
the coffee is a big part of that ritual.
Yeah.
But yeah, we really prioritise brunch in New Zealand and Australia. We love a good brunch. Like, that's
What's
the
your-
meal that we'd
what's
like
your
to eat to
go-to?
friends. Eggs Benny.
Oh, I love an egg Benny. Yeah.
Pancakes?
Not so much. I feel like acai bowls. Do you guys do the acai bowls?
Yeah.
And then just like a big breakfast, like the whole works. Like avocado, the halloumi, the sausage.
Bacon.
Yeah.
Kaylee's like avocado.
And I'm like, sausage. Get the unhealthy stuff in there.
It fits. It finds a place.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've evolved since the sausage.
You can't beat a good sausage.
I feel like the Brits do the best sausages.
Oh, we love it.
Actually, one thing I feel like we need to do, like in New Zealand, like British off, is fish and chips, because I think New Zealand do a very good fish and chips as well. Yeah, so that's something that I think we copied the Brits. Like, I think it came from the Brits, but I'm convinced it's better now. So I think we need to do like a fish and chip off.
Can we get a flight?
You guys come to New Zealand and then
We'll do that.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Yay. Do you want to...
Can we open this?
Absolutely.
Are we allowed to eat this? Okay.
Let's dig in.
Oh, this looks like a really good juice, like a pulpy juice.
Pulpy?
Yeah.
So I do it in Germany.
Yeah. Hello.
You say you hadn't eaten all day?
I haven't eaten. This is what happens when I play shows.
Kaylee, I want to go back to something you mentioned before about your morning routine with is it your son?
Yeah, my son.
Does he have a favourite vinyl that you put on, or is there anything that gets him going a bit better?
I'd say Tina Arena, because he's forced to listen to Tina Arena a lot because she's one of my favourite singers. She's an Australian artist.
Oh,
I think she lives in the UK now. And she's always been one of my favourite artists. So that's the one that he's probably heard the most.
Yeah.
He loves the Wiggles. I have a song with the Wiggles.
You got Wiggles on vinyl?
Not on vinyl, but we play the Wiggles. So he loves the Wiggles. That's he has this little bum dance that he does. It's so funny. And I feel like he is starting to recognise my voice. I actually bought a radio this year randomly. I was like, I miss the radio.
Yeah.
And so sometimes we turn the radio on and sometimes my song will come on and he does his ears prick up. I'm like, okay, smart kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, he loves music. It's been funny the last few months. He's in that stage of making a lot of noise and he's really trying to sing at the moment. I'm like, oh god. Oh,
Here we
God,
go.
Here we go. Yeah, it's really cool watching how just that like you said, that routine of having music on every morning and I just have it on loud and we've got it on in the car and he's very accustomed to it. Loves it.
I can't believe how the Wiggles are still
Wiggling.
Did you know that's
They're still wiggling.
literally.
Did you know they're still the number one most streamed artist in Australia?
Really?
Every year on Spotify, they're number one.
That's wild.
No chance for anyone else.
I know, but they are so cool. Having had worked with them, and I got the chance to get up and play our song at their show recently, and they're some of the nicest, most hardworking humans. So I'm not surprised when you see their success. It's nobody works harder than the Wiggles. I've seen it. I've actually seen it
Seen it firsthand.
It's a lot.
How does it come about then to do a song with the Wiggles?
Well, they were making a country record.
Right.
And it's an incredible record. They've got Dolly Parton, Lainey Wilson,
Yeah.
Jackson Dean. They really did it properly.
Yeah.
And yeah, they just reached out. They came to one of my shows in Sydney and they loved a song that I've got out called Boots and All. And we were like, well, how could we turn that into a fun Wiggles, interactive song? Because their songs are very much about dancing and movement. And we did a little sort of, I guess, collab of my song Boots and All and their song Say the Dance. And it just kind of worked very naturally. And now I've got a song with the Wiggles. That was not on my bucket list, by the way. That's one of those things that you like. But I'm very American.
Never have I been really intently filmed.
You
whilst-
stare right down the camera.
This is where it cuts to a bow, 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 bow.
What is that? Is that passion fruit?
I have no idea, but that whole experience for you from The Voice, how was that for you? When did you kind of think, right, I've written this song, he needs to hear it, obviously?
Not at all. So I wrote the song, obviously it's a tribute. It was music as song titles, and we wrote it back in 2017 in Nashville, and I wrote it and didn't really think much of it, honestly. I was definitely too scared to put it out at the time, and a lot of people told me not to, and then all of a sudden, it just got to that point where I had the demo and I'd be listening to it a lot, and I was like, nah, this song feels good, I'm going to put it out. And I put it out, and nothing happened. And then, fast forward 3 years, I find myself on The Voice Australia, and the opportunity came up to, to audition, and got to have that moment, and I feel like then fans really just discovered it around the world, and it's taken on a whole new life. And it's definitely changed my life, and it's been a real lesson in backing yourself and trusting your gut. And that song always felt really fun, and it was only ever meant to be written as a tribute, to someone that's paved the way for so many of us. And it's been cool to see the fans embrace it.
Yeah.
And it was actually weird when I took the voice all the way seemed so none of the ones that Harmony are going to
Who would be on your bucket list? Obviously, Wiggles ticked off. Who else would you love to work with, collaborate with on a song?
We got to tour with Ed Sheeran, another UK man, and I absolutely loved my time with him. We were out with him for a month or so. We did 6 stadium shows with him, and he was so kind, and I've just always admired him and loved his songwriting. And so he would be definitely someone I'd love to do a song with at some point.
Did you hear the Megan Maroney?
I know, I love it.
Yeah.
I feel and we talked a lot back then about he was obsessed with the whole Nashville scene and the songwriting scene, and he's such a songwriter, so of course he is. And he comes from that world of respect. So I think, yeah, it would be amazing to have a song with him. Shania is still top of my list. And yeah, I mean, I just really want to collaborate a lot more, I think. I think it's the few collabs I've done over the years have been some of the most fun I've had. And I've got one with a friend back home, James Johnston, called Same Songs. And every time we get to play that together on festivals, it just like, it really goes off. And it's just so fun to get to do it with a friend. So yeah, definitely want to do a lot more collaborating.
We haven't seen you since August. What have you been up to since then, and what are we going out to do for the rest of 2026?
Ooh, so after August, we did our own headline run through New Zealand, which was amazing. We got to play some dream venues, and the fans are really showing up. Like we've talked about, like it really is having a moment back there, and being very, very fortunate to be part of that. And so yeah, we did our own headline run, and we've got a lot of cool stuff coming up. We're actually opening a stadium in New Zealand, like a brand new stadium in Christchurch. So that's going to be very exciting in May. It's sold out, I think like 40,000 people, so it's going to be huge. And
That's crazy. That's really cool.
yeah, and then we're doing some Australian headline stuff, and then I'm actually coming back to the UK in November.
Okay, we've got our juice in hand.
Cheers.
Give us the juice. Give us some kind of juicy gossip or story or secret that we can't tell anyone.
Okay, 2026, going on tour with the Shires. UK, here we go. We're doing 13 shows, starting in Glasgow right through all of the UK basically. And so I've never been so excited. Like I'm really, really pumped to get back.
Nice.
Like you said, like Country Calling was like the first taste of like getting to do our own show, and just so excited to be out with them. Ben and Chrissy I've just been friends with for a while now, and I absolutely love what they've done, and they've kind of like really spearheaded the scene in the UK and changed the game, and I have so much respect for them. And so to be out with them, playing some beautiful theatres through the UK, it's going to be very fun.
And they put on a show as well. Like they're constantly on tour at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah.
It feels like.
Yeah, well, I was about to say, when was the last time they went on tour? But
Pretty
They did
recent.
last year, yeah.
Pretty
I think I
recent.
saw that.
did
Yeah.
they support Darius Rucker?
They did support
Yeah.
Darius Rucker. Yeah.
Yeah.
At the O2. They played.
Yeah, they've
the
done
O2.
some
Yeah, they
cool
did
stuff.
Manchester.
Yeah.
I really love them, and I've hung out with them a lot, like Ben in Nashville. We've written a bunch over there, and it's just been cool to, become friends, and now to get the next step where you get to go out and support them. Like, it's just so fun. Thank you for Brunch and for having me today.
Pleasure to see you
And
again.
I am very, very excited to see you guys in November.
We will be there. We're going to be there.
We're going to be
So
there.
good.
So good
See
to
you again.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Take care out there. It's lovely to see you.
See you later in the air.
Yeah, thank you for the brunch.
You're very welcome.
Tasty.
Tasty.